my cuties! Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to film this video. It's going to be amazing. Today's video is going to be my end of the year book tag video. I've seen two other YouTubers do this. Link their videos down below, of course, if you want to go watch them. I did pick and choose some of their prompts that they used in their videos for my video because some of them I didn't have anything to answer for them, and some of them I really liked. So, I'm super excited to film this video. PSA, I am getting over a sickness, so don't mind that I sound bad. I am getting over a cold. So, with that being said, hope all of your guys' holidays were fantastic and amazing, and I hope everyone got what they wanted and hoped for the holiday season. My holidays were amazing. Spent a lot of time with my family. Thank you so much for disregarding that I didn't post on last Thursday. Again, holiday season, and I didn't really have time to sit down and film the video I was going to post, so here we are. Yeah, so this is going to be my end of the year book tag video. We have a big stack of books sitting right here that we're going to talk about. So let's just get on with the video because I do have to edit it all today and post it by 3. And it's 10 a.m. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. Let's just get on with the video. So I have all of the questions here on my notes app, so I am going to be looking that over before I answer, of course. But the first one is the worst book / most disappointing book you read this year. And I think we all know what book I'm going to talk about if you saw the Books I DNF video. The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. I wanted to like this book so much. I'm not going to speak too much about this book because I did in my Books I DNF video. If you want to go watch that, I'll also link it down below. I tried liking this book so much. I did. I really tried. But it was not going. It was not working. I did not like it. If you don't know, it's about a girl who used to do a certain kind of entertainment, if you will. And then she stops doing that and she needs to get a new job, so she becomes a nanny for this guy. And there's romance, I think. For me personally, I didn't think there was any romance in this book. I thought it was just lust-based. If you want me to go into more detail about that, you can go watch that video, because if I speak too much about this book, I may crash out. And I don't want that. So this was the most disappointing, worst book ever this year. Honestly, in all the years I've been reading. Take that information as you will. If you like this book, this is just my opinion. No hate. You do you. You do you. The next prompt is books that surprised you this year. Meaning books that you didn't think you were going to like as much as you did within the year. So I have 3. I know, a lot. But when I was picking out these books, I came up with one and then I was like, wait, I read that one this year and I really liked it. And then I was like, wait, I have to mention this book because I just have to. So, the first book I read this year that really surprised me was The Check-In Mate by Ali Hazelwood. You guys know how much I love Ali Hazelwood. She is one of my favorite authors. I've loved everything she has written ever, except The Bride. I still haven't read that one. Don't come at me, guys, please. Please don't come at me. I haven't read that one yet. But I really liked this book. It was so good. And I remember when I read it at the beginning, this is one of the first books I read in 2024, and I absolutely ate it up. It was so good. I loved the concept. I loved everything about it. I had never read a concept like this. Basically, it's about a girl named Mallory, and she suddenly quits playing chess even though she's amazing at it and she's really intelligent and really good at the game. She accidentally gets entered into a tournament. We're gonna pretend like I said that word right. She gets entered in and, she starts beating everyone. And then she ends up in the finals, and she ends up beating this guy without knowing that he is the best player in the world. And that's where we meet Nolan. And Nolan instantly just becomes obsessed with her because no one has ever beat him in the game. So it was so good. I mean, I just loved everything about it. I don't know anything about chess, but after reading this book, I feel like I do. I feel like I know a little bit about it. I don't. I don't know anything. But also, it kind of made me want to buy one off Amazon and start playing in hopes I meet a Nolan in real life. That will never happen. Sadly. Unfortunately. The next book I read was Betting on You. You guys all know that this book sent me into a really big reading slump. I was already in a reading slump when I read it, and I was like, after I read it, I was like, oh my god, guys, I'm back. Joke's on you. Joke's on you, because I'm not back. I'm actually worse than I was before. I was really shocked that I liked this so much because I did read another one of Lynn Painter's books, which we'll get into in this video. I read another one of her books and I didn't really enjoy it. I think it's because I listened to it and I just could not handle it. I did not like it. So when I picked this up, I was like, guys, I'm literally gonna hate this book so much. Like, it's not gonna cure anything. It's not gonna do anything. It did something. Altered my brain. I love this book so much. It was so good. It really just swept me off my feet. Let me hit my ass to the ground in shock because I loved it so much. I rated it 5 out of 5, and then I ended up getting the special edition from Barnes & Noble because that's how much I loved it. It's about Bailey and Charlie. Bailey basically, like, is in love with her ex-boyfriend even though he wants nothing to do with her. Yeah. And then she meets this guy, Charlie, on a plane when she's like 13, I believe. And he basically tells her on the plane, because they're sitting next to each other, of course, he basically tells her, like, yeah, guys and girls can't be friends without feeling something. Like, if you have a boyfriend and he has a girlfriend, like, or girl/friend, yeah, he has feelings for her. And she's like, that's ridiculous. And then, like, 3 years pass and they meet again, and they slowly become friends. And slowly become more. Like, it's very cute. There's fake dating, there's everything. I just was so shocked that I love this book so much because it was not on my bingo card. The next book, I'm not going to go into too much detail because this is going to be in my November wrap-up, but the next book I did want to anyways, I did want to mention it. It's Signed, Sealed, and Delivered by Julia Smith. I just read this book recently. And by recently, I mean it's the only book I read in December. Bye. Anyways, so good. Swept me off my feet. Loved it. Ate every second of it up, honestly. And it honestly made me really want to read more roommate romances. So I'll go more into it in my December wrap-up video, which should be coming out this Thursday. So, you know, look out for it. But yeah, I did want to mention that. Now we're going to talk about my favorite series. The best series I read. You guys know. You guys know. I read a lot of series this year. And I've come to the final results. It's going to have to be the Binding 13 series and the Chestnut Spring series. I couldn't pick one. I really couldn't because I love both of them so much. The Chestnut Spring series has my heart forever. I wish I literally felt like I was living through those books, and I think about it literally every day. Every day I think about one scenario from that book series. And it just has my heart completely. I loved it. I ate it up. I read it at the beginning of the year. I literally went into 2024 reading it. And I can't stop thinking about it. And it's the end of the year. That's crazy. That's bombastic, honestly. But I love that series so much. I love them. I love all of them. I love all of them. Oh, it's so cute. If you have not read the Chestnut Spring series, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You could be reading about hot cowboys right now, but you're not. Bye. The next one, of course, is Binding 13. I read that series the mid-year. I really love that series. Johnny and Shannon. You guys know how much I love them. Eve, I think that's how you pronounce her name, but I call her Alfie. And Joey, I love them so much. All of the characters, honestly. Gibbsy and Claire. My heart goes out to all of these beautiful people because it's just, the story is just crazy and beautiful and amazing, and I loved it. I loved it. Again, what are you doing? Again, what are you doing? Okay, favorite audiobook I read. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. We already know what I'm gonna say. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I'm having like flashbacks of that man whispering in my ear. The voice actor for Kai. Sir, take all my money. Take all my money and whisper in my ear. I didn't say that. Guys, this book, I know it's kind of getting like controversial on TikTok right now, but I still love it. I honestly still love it. The audiobook was so freaking good. Like, I actually can't believe it was that good. When I picked it up and read it, I was reading it at work, and I remember being like literally just can't even think because it was so good. The voice actors were perfect for both characters, and I actually felt like I was there experiencing everything that they were experiencing, and I literally just melted every time I heard Kai's voice. Like, every time I heard his voice, I was melting on the ground. Like the Wicked Witch of the West. Like, enough said. No words. If you haven't read that book, I suggest reading it on Audible because it will be the best decision of your entire life. You're welcome. The next question is my favorite couples. My first couple is Willa and Cade, of course. Guys, Cade cured something inside me, and for that I will be forever grateful. They're just no words. Honestly, no words. Guys, I started tapping this book. I haven't finished, obviously, but it just makes me so happy. Just makes me so happy. I love it. I love them. Of course, my next favorite couple is Shannon and Johnny. I love both of them. Johnny, no, because I need a man like that in my life. He is just a little, he's just everything. And I will never get over the fact of this man literally stressing out the entire book. The entire first book, this man is just stressing out, and I love it. I love it. And he's perfect for Shannon, and I'm so happy that Shannon found love, and it was Johnny. And Johnny is honestly the standard, the expectation, everything. Like, if I get a man, yeah, if he ain't doing all of this, I don't want him. Thank you. Thank you. No thank you. The next couple, of course, I have to talk about Daisy and Levi. Demi and Levi, however you want to say it. I call her Daisy because I feel like we are tight enough that I can do that. So, the next couple, of course, is Daisy and Levi. They're just so cute. And I just love them. I just love them. I'll go more into this book later in the video, but I think about them constantly, nonstop, never ending. The next question is favorite main characters. So I did have, of course, the honorable mentions of Willa, Grant, and Daisy. Again, I just talked about them. Those two girls I really just connected with, and I really just felt. Daisy specifically, me and Daisy, I feel like, are the exact same person, and I know a lot of hate goes towards this book because Daisy kind of acts like an immature pick-me from what I've read, but honestly, I related to some of you have never felt unrequited love before. Because when I read that book, I was like, where are the cameras? Where are the cameras? Because I swear she got cameras to my life. Like, everything, well, except the happy ending. I swear, like, I connected with that girl so much that I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. When I read it, I was like, This is how I feel. This is how I felt. This is how I felt completely. Especially in the flashback scenes of when she was like in high school. I was like, damn, bro, like that was literally me. Anyways, those are my 2 honorable mentions. I couldn't think of anyone else. That's it. I did add one. My new favorite book boyfriends. Who are my boyfriends at the end of the year? I'll tell you. Cade, of course, from Heartless. That man, husband. That man is my husband. If my husband doesn't act like that, divorce. Honestly, why did we get married in the first place? The next one, Levi. Levi is my boyfriend. He is my boyfriend. You're telling me that man has brown hair, glasses, and he reads Jane Austen? And teaches it? I can't breathe. I can't breathe. The next one, Johnny, of course. Love Johnny. Johnny and me, forever. And then, of course, I had to mention Nathan from Signed, Sealed, and Delivered. I literally have a bunch of screenshots from what this man was saying because I literally was gagged. I couldn't think straight. I'll read you one of them. I was screenshotting them because I didn't want to forget. This is one of the things that Nathan said that won my heart over. She makes my heart beat fast, and she likes all of my favorite things. She's so funny and has nice hair. My chest hurts when I'm around her. She has this smile, Lil, like nothing you've ever seen. I'm serious. It will absolutely blind you. And he was talking to his friend about the girl he was in love with. If my man doesn't talk about me with his friends like that, no, I don't want it. Because I want to stumble upon a conversation between my man and his friends, and he's like, yeah, she's literally like the most beautiful girl in the world. I don't know how I got so lucky. Bye. That's so cute. I realized after I did all the prompts that I didn't mention like the one fantasy I read this year. I read one fantasy. You guys know I have a hard time reading fantasies because I can't really picture everything in my brain. But I did really like this one. So we're going to talk about the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I read this series in August. I absolutely ate it up. Jax. Yeah, man. Here. You can have my wrist. Bite me all you want. I love this. I loved it. I had no problem seeing all of the world. I literally was there. I have beef with the last one. But this one, guys, this one, yeah. Yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. Me searching on Pinterest at 11 p.m. at night. Fan arts. Don't go through my search history. It literally was so good. I loved it. That was the one fantasy I read this year, and I really wanted to talk about it and mention it because I just loved it. I just loved it. It was so good. So good. And I can't even read fantasy that well. Like, my brain literally cannot, like, picture everything, but when I read that, I was literally like, I literally was sending my best friend like videos of me reading it and being like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? I don't understand. The shortest book I read was The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, and it was 304 pages long, so it was the shortest book I read. The longest book I read, it's heavy, was Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh, and it was 1,066 pages. Wait, it wasn't 1,000. It was like 600 pages. It was 6,000 words. Wait, I just effed that all up. Okay, The Do-Over was 304 words. Oh, pages. That doesn't make any sense. This can't be 1,000 pages. Someone effed up. Okay, hold on. The longest book I read this year was Redeeming 6, and it ended up being a whopping 800 pages. It says on my Goodreads that it was 1,066 pages. This says it's only like 800 pages. Anyways, it was long. It was long, and I finished it way too fast. Ate this up way too fast. Someone should honestly check the brain, because like I'm pretty sure I finished it in a weekend. Someone check on me, because that's concerning. My new favorite author, after doing the calculations, after thinking about it, my new favorite author is Elsie Silver. Considering that I had never read anything before this year that she had written, it has to be Elsie Silver, because I can't stop reading what she writes. I read all of Chestnut Spring series, I read all of Rose Hill series, so like all of the books that are out. Like, she is my new favorite author. I eat up everything she writes. An unpopular book that you loved. I really wanted to talk about this because this book is so good. An unpopular book that I read that I really loved was The Story of Us by Zoned. Guys, I can't say that. I'm not gonna try. This book was so good. I got the special edition because I literally loved it. It was so cute. I really loved this story. I read it. I loved it. And then I also got picked to be in her little exclusive group chat that she has. And I was like, guys, thank God I saw it on my Instagram feed, decided I liked it, followed her and waited for it to come out, and then read it instantly and then loved it. This is so good. All of you should read it. I loved it, and I'm so happy I read it, and I'm so happy I found it, because it was amazing. And guys, look at the special edition. Like, it's so cute. I love it. I love it. The next prompt is my new comfort book, which of course is Picking Daisies on Sundays. I did annotate it a little bit. I'm not done. But this is my new favorite comfort book. I loved it. As I said before, I really see myself within Daisy Demi, and I ate it up so much because it just literally, like, I just connected with everything she was saying and how she felt, and I just really loved it, and I think about it a lot, and it's my little comfort read, and I love it. And how many times can I say I love it? Because I do. It's so good, and it's so cute. I'm planning on reading her debut novel, which was Don't Be in Love. Keeps coming on my Instagram feed, so I need to read that. Also, my other comfort read, Heartless, because I cried. I cried when I read it, and Cade heals something inside me that I can't understand and I will never be able to explain. So, also, another comfort read, Say You Swear. I've reread this series about 4 times this year on Audible. I don't know why, but I love it so much. I love it so much, and I honestly literally don't know why, but I do. I just, no words. Literally no words. I just keep rereading it, and I love it, and that's all. That's all. That was all of the little questions I had. My reflections on this year, I read 32 out of 50 books, and I looked at my previous ones, and it's honestly just going downhill from here. But honestly, I'm really happy with all the books I read. I loved each and every one of them, and I think I really took time to digest each book I was reading to make me love them all more. And that's basically my reflections. My reading goal for the new year, of course, I'm going to stick with my 50 books. I've done it for the past 3 years now, and I don't think I'm going to change it anytime soon because, correction, I've done it for the last 2 years. My first year I did 100, and I think I read 50 out of 100 books, or 60 out of 100 books. So my new year reading goal is going to be 50 again, and I'm super excited. There's so many books I want to read. My battery's dying. There's so many books I want to read, and I'm super excited, and I can't wait. That is all for today's video. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming it, and it was nice looking back on all of the books that I read this year and what I liked and what I didn't like and everything that happened. I'm still so shocked that I read so many series this year. That was definitely unexpected, and I definitely did not plan that. Like, what? And I read 800 pages? Like, what? I'm really proud of myself with that because I did not know I was capable, but here we are. I honestly am really happy, and I'm really excited to see what 2025 brings. I'm hoping to read more books than this year, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below how many books you read this year. Like, what was your reading goal? How many books did you read? Let me know. I want to know. As always, I love you guys so much, and if you like me or my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up because it really helps me out. And yeah, I think that's all. I will see you all later. Bye! Guys, look at my earrings. They're so cute. The fact that my shirt is hella cropped.